Hey everyone, thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. If you're new here, my name is Blake. I'm a 30-year-old nurse, personal finance enthusiast, cash budgeter, and owner of a little shop on Etsy called WalletWell, where I make cash budgeting supplies and accessories to make your savings journey a little bit more fun. So welcome back. Here today is another cash stuffing video. It's my first one since I'm back from vacation, so I'm super excited to get back into it and get this up for you guys. One thing to note is I've changed a few things with my binders. You know, as you're budgeting and your budget itself changes, your priorities change, and so should your binders. So I have made a few little adjustments. I've completely gotten rid of my kind of low priority binder. The things that were in there were things like coffee, and that was always like overfunded, and I never seemed to really spend that much money on coffee because I always, have some at home and whatnot. And a few other things that were in there, like date night. We already save for that separately anyway, so it was kind of redundant. And this way, so I got rid of those categories, and I've kind of made a overflow binder for my savings challenges. Because as you know, with me, I kind of do all my bills and everything automatically online through my banking and everything like that. So I only stuff a few select sinking funds for like travel and upcoming trips and things like that, and gas. And then I have a lot of savings challenges just for general savings. So my brown savings challenge binder, as you know, was getting quite full. So I thought I would go ahead and kind of split things up. And I wanted to use more of my own challenges as well. So that is why I've made kind of this overflow savings challenge binder, which you will see very shortly. So without further ado, I'll kind of talk things through as we go, but let's get into the video. So first things first, let's do a quick little cash count to see what we have here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, $40 in fives. With the sun, I can't really see my calculator all that well. For 20s, we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60. So 160 in 20s. We've got a couple 50s here, so $100 in 50s. And then we have 100, 200, $300 in $100 bills. So that is $600 that we're going to be stuffing into sinking funds and savings challenges. Then I also have a little bit of American money to go back into my US dollar envelope. I just threw that in there just because. So what we've got left over from my trip to Florida. So let's count this real quick. So we've got 50, 20, so that's 75. 50, 75, 80, 85, 90. So $90 to put back into my US envelope. And then most likely, I think the next trip that we have to the US is probably New York this kind of fall winter. So I'll just save that cash for that trip as well. So let's go ahead and crack open the priorities binder, we'll call it. First things first, we'll kind of flip through here to get to our first envelope. So I forgot to mention also that because I switched around some envelopes, got rid of some things, I've kind of condensed those into some other savings. So for example, with travel here, as you know, I had placeholders in here before. Excuse me. So I had $4,000 in my travel account. And what happened there was it was mainly for my Florida trip. My parents were very gracious and wanted to treat us a little bit, so they ended up paying for our stay, like for the house and the car rental and groceries and everything like that. So I just took any money that was in my travel fund, specifically Florida, that we would have paid, but my parents covered. I took that money and I put it in my wedding account at the bank. So that money is now sitting in there and going to go towards our wedding. next year in 2026. So because I condensed a couple other envelopes, got rid of a few things, I did end up putting the remainder in this travel envelope. So just to show you what we've got in here, we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 75, 85, 95, 200. So between like my budgeting envelope and my coffee envelope, date night, things like that, it ended up being around $200. So we're just going to put that towards travel. So just another note before I keep going, you will see some new bookmarks throughout. I finally got my package in the mail from Rachel over Rachel Nori. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, Rachel. Don't kill me if I'm not. But she has these Louis Vuitton bookmarks, so I thought I would grab a couple just for some of the categories in this binder. So I got a New York City bookmark from her, and that's going to be our first category that we're adding to. So we're going to add $100 to New York, and that again is from my trip this fall. So let's go ahead and just do a quick cash count and see what we've got in here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50, so 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So we've got $800 in New York City, and my goal is to save, I think I said around $1,500 by December. So that sinking fund is coming along very well. Flipping through here, back to our USD, I'm just going to go ahead and take this money left over and plop that right in here. I do have some ones I think left over as well, but it gets quite bulky, so I'll just put the 50s, 20s, and 5s in there. Next up is my card annuals. This is for my premium credit cards. And this week we're going to add $50 into that envelope. So to get a little cash count here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 550, 600, 650, 7. Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 700 for card annuals, so that's coming along very well. And then we've got gas. So I stuffed this before I left for Florida, and I haven't needed to get gas since then. So I still have 50, 70, 90, 100, and $20 in there. And I still don't really need gas, so I'm not stuffing anything into this envelope this week. Then we've got luxury. I thought that this would go very well with that category. Again, we're not putting anything in here, and buffer and back to the bank are not getting anything either. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this envelope aside, and we'll get to some of our savings challenges. Alrighty, so let's dive into our savings challenges. Gonna put this tab down here. All right. So flipping through here, The Vampire Diaries is part of my Rewatch series. I'm currently on season 5. I haven't finished it yet, so I'm not going to be adding anything to there. $1,000 Christmas is just kind of my challenge to get $1,000 before Christmas time, obviously. So we're going to be adding, let's see, I'm looking at my cash planning sheet. Yep, we're going to be adding $100 into there. Let's just see also what we've got. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got $500 in there so far. So we're also doing very well with that. All right. So then next we've got our Mean Girls challenge. You guys have all seen these around YouTube and Instagram. So this is the first week that I'm using Angie's tracker from Angie's Finance. So let's see what I've allocated for this. $20 this week. Awesome. So what I will do is grab a 20, and we're going to color in some of these. Well, I'll just make a little X. And we're going to do 2 of them since we're doing $20. So what I'm doing is kind of keeping all of the money that is related to the Mean Girls tracker. So there's 6 in total. saving $100 with each. So at the end, I should have $600 in this envelope. So I have leftover money from Cooper's challenge that we just completed. And now we're starting with Andy's. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. We'll go ahead and put that back in. All right, and our Harry Potter challenge, we're going to give that $20 as well this week. And this is a challenge from Ina Budgets. Go check out her stuff. We've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. This is a $500 challenge, and then there's the other Hogwarts houses too that I will save for afterwards. And then we've got the vault. We finished the vault last cash stuffing, so I took that out. And then where did I put that money? I took the $300 from the vault, and I believe I put it in. I'd have to go back and rewatch my videos to see what my totals were, but I think I split it up between New York and Christmas, or I just put it all into New York. I can't remember, but I did just reallocate the money from the vault into another one of these envelopes. So then we have a savings era. This is my Taylor Swift challenge, and we're currently working on the Enchanted tracker. And this week we're just going to put $10 in there. So I'm going to take my marker here and color this set of mirrors in. Trying to do this quickly. We're heading out very soon to go see our nieces. It's one of their birthdays on the weekend, so we're gonna go spend some time with them. It's a couple hours away. So we're gonna take $10 and put that in our challenge here. So let's see what we've got total. So we've got 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70. So 270 in there. And month ahead is going to get $35 as per usual. So in this tracker, each little house icon is $35. So I'm saving up for an extra mortgage payment. So 20, 35. So we'll go ahead and take our cash out here. I'll probably be able to do a condensing here pretty soon. Maybe. 150, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So that's 250, 270, 280, 85, 90, 95, 300, 5, 10, 15, $315 in there. All right, and so that's the end of this savings challenge binder. As I said in the beginning, I've kind of moved things over a little bit to an overflow binder just to save myself. This bookmark's getting caught, that's why. Just to give myself a little bit more room on here. All right, so this is my overflow binder for my savings challenges. So I'm gonna go ahead and open that up and show you guys what it looks like. It's the first time you're seeing this, so I've just got a little quote here from one of my little series that I have over at my Etsy page. I have my little binder pin. This is from Raelynn over at TheRaemarkableDollar, as well as the overflow bookmark itself. And on my last order from her, I got a couple of her beautiful dashboards, and she included this acrylic dashboard for me as well, which was super nice. Thank you so much, Raelynn. So go check out her stuff. She has amazing things. She just dropped a whole new collection of A6 and 7 binders, like wallets, and some cash pouches and things like that. So go ahead and check her out. She's always linked below. Then I just have a little dashboard here from the Paper Pocket, Mindful Budgeter. And you guys are seeing this. I don't know if I have announced this yet on my Instagram or not, but I did create my own kind of roll the dice game. Roll and save is what we're calling it. So probably by the time this video goes up, I will have it on my Instagram. And if not, then you guys are getting a sneak peek here, which is awesome. So we're just going to go ahead and flip through some things here. I'm not stuffing anything in a lot of these envelopes this time just because I just added these in. But these are just some of my savings challenges that are in my shop that I'm going to use to save for various things. So you can go ahead and see all those on my Etsy page. The next section here is what I call the bills, which is my denomination challenges. So I just recently got the 5 and 10 denominations from Raelynn. So I've added those in here as well. These awesome envelopes are from Julia at J Budgets. I've coordinated the watercolors to match the colors of the bills, the Canadian bills that we have. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and go into this binder and get started with this. So we're skipping 5 and 10 this time, but we are going to add $20 to the 20 challenge. And I started coloring in completely, and then I thought that I'd switch to X's. So we're going to continue with the X's. So we should have $20, $40, $60 in here. Awesome. And then in the $50 challenge, we're going to add $50 here. So then we will have a total of $150. And that's what we've got. And then our $100 denomination challenge, we are going to be adding to that as well. I think this is our first one, actually. Yes, it is. Actually, let's just do black for that one. So we're going to cross that off. There we go. So then we've got our fourth wing challenge, and last week we scratched off, I believe it was the $24. Let's take a peek here. Yep, it was $24. I'm just going to round that up to 25. And we're going to put that in here, and then we will scratch off another circle for next week. This is from Omama Budgets over on Etsy. I'm not sure that she's making physical products anymore, but hopefully she is, and you'll be able to grab this if you're interested. All right, so it looks like 17 is what we're going to be adding in here next week. Just going to go ahead and pop this back in here. It's a perfect spot for that. All right, so that, I've still got money here. I'm like questioning myself. I'm like, what's going on here? So I've got 20, 40, 60, $70 left. And what I wrote on my cash planning sheet was $70 for new challenges. So I think previous, Blake in the past was thinking that I was going to add some money to some of these new challenges here that I added into my my binder. So let's go ahead. These trackers here, the Safari and the Bears challenge, these are kind of like kid savings challenges. I made these for my nieces so that I could save some extra money for them. So I think what I'll do is I'll take this money and we'll go ahead and we'll split it between the two challenges here. So we've got $70. I can't really, split it evenly. So what we'll do is we'll add 40 to one envelope and we'll do 30 in the other, and I will even it out later on. We'll put, let's see, we'll put $40 in the Safari challenge for niece number 1. She's the oldest, so she'll get a little bit more this time. And actually, I should see if there's on my tracker what I can do. Oh, I do have a $40 on there. That's perfect. So yeah, so these are kind of like fun double-sided. It's kind of what I've been doing lately, the double-sided matte laminated trackers. And there's a variety of different things in the shop, so you can go ahead and check those out if you're interested. So we'll put $40 in there for her. And then we'll take the bears. And let's see, do we have a 30? Yes, we do have a 30 on there. So we'll take $25, $30. And we will add that in here for her. We already saved for them kind of separately for Christmas and birthdays and things like that, but this will just be a little bit of extra savings for them. So that is it, guys. My money's gone. That's exactly what I have planned for. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Hope it wasn't too long. Stay tuned for some new fun products coming out. By the time I film this video, there will be probably a few other things announced. So I'm doing A7 binders. I actually have a few here that I can show you. So the Paris collection is getting matching A7 binders. So you can see the size difference there. So those will be coming out on May 1st, as well as clear, like frosted envelopes, black envelopes, as well as dashboards as well for A7, and a couple fun other challenges. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a lovely week wherever you're watching from. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.